Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Um, Today I just want to talk about how to call the exact top or exact bottom in Bitcoin every single month. Now, if you have watched my previous videos on Ether, you will already know what I'm going to say and what I'm going to talk about because it's quite remarkable that this is happening in both Bitcoin and ETH. Now, if you look, you will see the top and bottom can be called in Bitcoin by looking at the fifth or sixth or possibly the seventh of every month. Now you can see here, and it's quite remarkable, guys, because the same happens in Ether. So there's only one thing. I mean, the markets are obviously manipulated to a certain extent, but it must be the market makers rearranging their books or something at the start of every month. And now that we know this, we can try and piggyback and follow along because as you'll see here, it's quite unbelievable how the success rate plays out on it. So you can see here, I'll just start here. Here is the 5th of March, and we trended higher all month. So it was a slow month, but we still trended higher from the very lows. Now this I've done in white this month, and I've said, is this the highs? Because obviously this is in the high range. So maybe we will just drift lower all month. Now that is possible. Um, Back in January or February, sorry, you can see the 6th was the exact low of the month, and we went higher all month. You can see in January it was the exact highs of the month, and we drifted lower all month. In December, the 7th was almost the exact lows. Now there was a stop hunt. You can see there the lows of the 7th was taken out, and there was a stop hunt right here. But the 7th, if you got in long, you'd be doing pretty well if you held it all month. You can see here in November on the 6th, it was the exact highs basically of the month, and you know what happened in November. We crashed. Of course, we crashed 50% lower. You can see in October here, it was basically the highs of the month, and we drifted lower, although fairly rangy month. But there was that stop hunt on this, the big wick here. So there was the stop hunt again. We need to be careful of those, but it did trend continued slightly lower all month. You can see here on it was the 8th now this time of September, and from the 8th we did drift higher. Now we all know that the price action was terrible in this descending triangle. It was very slow. Now we'll go to August, and you can see August rejection underneath the moving averages, guys. Notice that, but it was also not quite. This was a rangy month, so it didn't play out so well. We kind of went sideways, but if you did get it on the 8th of the month, the 8th was the lows. Almost. I mean, there was wicks. Like if you see there was wicks below the 8th, and then from that it just continued higher. So again, the 6th, 7th, and sometimes the 8th is a good place to be entering a position for a swing trade for a few weeks. You can see here the 6th again. There was, I'm just going by the 6th here, but there was this dip lower, and then we continued higher all month. So this would have been tricky to call. We got that dip, but then we got that move. You can see here the 6th was the highs of the month, and we drifted lower all month. You can see here in May we drifted, the highs was on the 6th, and we drifted lower. The highs was actually the 5th, but the 6th was a pretty good entry because you got that rejection maybe, and the 6th it dropped lower all month. You can see here in April that was May, guys. Sorry, that was May. In April here, you can see the bottom was basically right on the 6th, and we continued higher all month. You can see here in March, it was the highs of the month, the exact highs of the month, and we drifted lower all month. And this is a 50% drop, guys. This is a huge drop as well. You can see here, I'm just going to move the line. You can see right down here, guys. Maybe I'll move it up so there's no volume in the way. Let me get a clearer picture. You can see right here, this is the 6th of February, which is exact lows again. And we went higher, almost 50% bounce in that month from the 6th. Very important, guys. It's crazy how accurate this is. The market makers just have to be rearranging their books. There's nothing else for this. We all know there's slight manipulation in the markets, but it's when you really see this, it's quite remarkable. You can see here the highs of the month was on the 6th, exactly in January, and we tanked lower from 17,000 down to 6,000, more than a 50% drop in the month from the exact highs on the 6th. Quite remarkable. Now I've moved this line, but you can see there on the 7th. I'll just move it here. On the 7th was the all-time highs, bar this very slight wick. So the 7th was basically the all-time highs, and price, we all know where it went from there. I mean, it went from the 7, it dropped 50% in that month also from this date, that I believe the market makers are rearranging their books on this date every single month. Now, I have not, that's as far as I've went back, but I'm sure it continues. I'll pick out one here. You can see here October 5th. There's October 5th, and what happened all month? We continued higher. I'll just pick another random example. I've not looked at these guys. Here's September of 2017. You can see the 5th or 6th is basically the highs of the month, and what do? We continued lower all month. Here is August. Well, there's August the 5th. I mean, the bottom was a bit earlier that month, but even on the 5th or 6th, we just went higher all month. So it's pretty remarkable, guys. I'll even just go back one last example, and I'll go back. I've not looked at this at all. So just as I'm even going to go into 2016 just to see how well this plays out. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want this one random example. It's completely random, guys. I've not looked at this. Well, there's August the 2nd. I mean, that was a huge dip, and then we went higher all month. You can see here October the 5th, 2016. It was basically the low of the month, and price went higher all month. It went higher all month. Here is back in the bear market almost in 2015. Okay, here we are. Here's the bear market in 2015. Here is, okay, well, that's a lot of sideways action there, but when we did get movement, of course, you can see here on the 6th, it was close to the lows of the month, and then, well, we all know what happened there. That just went crazy higher. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. But I believe we can use this tool to our advantage, and it's a pocket aces edge it's an edge in our trading strategies, and it is like having a pocket aces. So I hope this video helps, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content, and please like and subscribe to the video, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.